So Twisted Pixel have returned with their latest release, LocoCycle. It's a bit of an odd one, but then having all of their games, between Splosion Man, Gunstringer, and Comic Jumper, Twisted Pixel have been a studio renowned for sort of infusing their games with their own brand of humor and sort of silliness. And you know what? You're either going to love that or you're going to hate it, and that's either going to turn you off massively or really get you sort of, I don't know, put you on a good happy side for LocoCycle, because it really isn't for everyone, I think. Yeah, it's one of those weird digital titles that really only Xbox could ever bring.
There was something about its sense of humour that tied in nicely with the animated style of what they were doing in some of their previous titles, particularly in the cutscenes. Just kind of worked. It just the connection seemed to happen. Maybe one of the reasons why some people are not getting on with LocoCycle quite so much is the live action cutscenes like you're seeing here, which just feel a bit disjointed.
See, the thing is, I kind of love it because I loved FMV and stuff, back in the day, and I just, it's okay if it goes into like super awesome graphics, but graphically it looks like a bad 360 game in places. It's not really good enough, especially for the launch of an Xbox One. This isn't something that's going to show the Xbox One in any particularly good light,
Certainly of all the digital releases on Xbox One, LocoCycle is the least good looking. I mean, if you compare it to something like Killer Instinct or even Crimson Dragon, clearly much better looking games.
Yeah, totally. And you know what? It's just the gameplay as well. It's not just as looks. The gameplay is very strange. It just feels really disjointed. It's like this halfway between arcade brawler, like Road Rash style. It's still sort of a racer.
Actually, I think it kind of reminds me a little bit of is the sort of iPhone, iPad, never-ending runner type games.
Yeah, that's exactly
like a Temple Run or something like that. I mean, there's definitely something fun about it. I think it does feel weird. It is a kind of something you need to kind of work out in your head, like what exactly is it that I'm playing here? But once you start to get the hang of it, it's actually quite fun. And there's a sort of that sense of comic timing still seems to be there from Twisted Pixel, which is good.
Yeah, I think it's interesting you should mention the Endless Runners just on iPad. It's just because, a good iPad game has just this ridiculous level of quality. If you look at something like Jetpack Joyride, it is insanely fun and it does keep you coming back. But LocoCycle just doesn't have that sort of the finish that you'd expect from a game. It looks rushed, even though it's been in development for years and years. But, it is still fun just to hit things with the dude that's attached to the bike. It's still fun to sort of get your hands on it. It's just not as satisfying as maybe you'd expect or want.
One thing I would say, there is actually quite a nice mixture of different gameplay types in there and combat types. I mean, here you're seeing this moment is kind of inviting you to hit a counter to get this guy off the bike. You've got a little bit of shooting, as you saw earlier. And then there's just these sort of moments of hitting combos and flinging people up in the air, which is kind of interesting. As I say, it doesn't seem to make a great deal of sense in the context of a bike driving down a road, but again, this is sort of Twisted Pixel's thing. They come up with these kind of bizarre ideas, and this is maybe not an idea that they've executed to the highest level that we've seen in the past, but there's still a lot there to enjoy, and if you've enjoyed the games before, as we mentioned, there's probably still enough here to keep you entertained, certainly after you've got through the likes of Dead Rising or Forza or something like that.
Totally. So, and we are scoring it.
We can give that a big 6.
6? Fair.